So, my name is Melody Walter, and the working title of my book is 311, The Universal Soul Reset. And this is chapter 1, The Day the World Went Still. March 11th, 2020, my birthday. It should have been ordinary, a slice of cake, a call from a friend, maybe a quiet dinner. But the universe had other plans. On that day, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a global pandemic. And something seismic shifted, not just in geopolitics or global markets, but deep within the soul of humanity. Something fractured me inside. I didn't realize it right away. That morning, I woke up like I had 100 of other birthdays, grateful to see another year, but quietly reflecting on all the ones I hadn't yet done. I answered a few birthday texts. I made some coffee. News was already playing in the background. And then the words, "The World Health Organization has declared the coronavirus outbreak a global pandemic." Time stopped. It wasn't just the way they said it, it was how they said it. As if a curtain had fallen on the known world, and we were all about to step into something none of us had rehearsed for. What I didn't know then was that this day would become a global hard reset. That's the only language I really have for it now. What we experienced was not just a health crisis. It was a code-triggered reboot, a cosmic shutdown of the old operating system. And like all resets, it didn't ask for permission. We were unplugged. Jobs, relationships, routines, gone. Airports empty, streets silence, our grandparents alone in hospital beds, graduations canceled, weddings postponed. We couldn't hug, we couldn't gather, and most dangerously, we couldn't feel like ourselves anymore. The architecture of human life had cracked. But for me, it was deeper than inconvenience. It was obliteration. In the months that followed, I entered what I now call monk mode, but not the kind romanticized in self-help books and on the internet. Not the discipline-centered, peaceful kind. No, I went into dark monk mode, the kind where you disappear from the map, the kind where your phone number no longer works, your social media goes dark, where you give away all of your possessions, your jewelry, your home, even your memories. And when silence becomes a cage, not a sanctuary, it's not well. I gave everything to my sons, nephews, college students who still had bright eyes and hopeful hearts. If I couldn't move forward, I thought maybe I could help them build something from the ruins. But inwardly, I was sinking fast. I divorced. I cut off my best friend of 40 years. I walked away from a job I once loved. I wasn't running, I was unraveling. And yet within the darkest moments of that solitude, something ancient began to stir. It wasn't loud, it wasn't even visible at first, it was just a whisper of knowing, this isn't the end. This is the beginning of your real mission. And one day, in the middle of my isolation, the phone rang, a number I didn't recognize. I picked it up, and it was a former colleague. Her voice was trembling, and she said, "Melody, I'm not in a good place. My husband said I should call you. He said I needed a Melody fix. She had no idea how badly I needed her. That phone call cracked the shell around my heart. It reminded me that I wasn't here to just endure. I was here to serve. And in that moment, I remembered who I was: a channel of love, a transmitter of kindness, and a lighthouse in the fog. And that was my 311 moment. The day I realized that loneliness had become the new global epidemic, just as dangerous as the virus, that what humanity needed wasn't just a vaccine, but a rebirth of empathy. And if I was going to survive, I couldn't just hide in the silence anymore. I had to move through it and help others find their way too. I was isolating in my apartment alone one night, watching Pastor Troy Gramling from Potential Church on the TV screen, and just thinking, this cannot be real. Why is the church closed? Where is everyone? Where are even the online viewers? And I could see the sadness in his eyes. I could feel and hear the ache of isolation in his voice. My heart broke in a million pieces, echoing the pain of the 2007 recession. The very same season and reason I first discovered Potential Church. The same year I was baptized in the ocean alongside with my two beautiful sons, then just 7 and 8 years old. From that day forward, I made a vow to help and end loneliness, to become what I always was meant to be, a connector of souls, not with performance, not with platforms, but with my presence. This book is my offering, not as a memoir, but as a map, a field guide to our collective reset, a portal to the new way of being that I believe began on March 11th, 2020. A gathering place of 311 stories, kismet moments from other souls across the globe who also felt the shake in their bones and decided to wake up instead of shut down. You'll meet scientists, spiritualists, creatives, healers, technologists, revolutionaries in these pages. You'll read their 311 moments, some radiant, some tragic, but all real. And in their words, I hope you'll recognize something in yourself, because 311 wasn't just the beginning of the pandemic. It was the beginning of the great reboot. And the world we're creating now, it begins with you. Well, that is basically chapter 1. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a preview for the rest of my book. I talk about, chapter 2 is the soul drop-in. And then I talk about the Codex Rewritten, the propinquity sentient, and connection, loneliness to light. Chapter 3 is the global grief and the great gift. Let's see, don't have it committed to memory yet, but yeah, I'm going to talk about how the world is crying. This book isn't about one person's heartbreak, it's about a world in crisis. And chapter 4 is the lighthouse keepers. Yeah, so I'm just talking about, a mosaic of humanity, grief to communion, just a whole host of beautiful things. I do believe we are living in the most amazing time, and I am so excited to watch the world unfold into a better, more collective energy of kindness, a life force energy of just all the greatness that humanity has to offer right now. So I hope you enjoyed the chapter, my sentiments, and what I'm asking is for if you would be so kind to contribute your 311 moment, your Kismet moment. What was 311 to you? Did it, were new ideas born? Did you launch a new project? Did you write a new book? Did you start a new relationship? Did your relationship with your wife or husband grow stronger? Did your relationships with your friends and family and kids go stronger? All of these things. Did you find, a balance from working home? And then you had the opposite, the antithesis, which was me. I had a lot of heartache within 12 months span of time, and, gave up hope, and I'm still here. And I am here. My mission is to end loneliness all around the world and to also spread kindness. We don't have enough of it. And align myself with thought leaders. And I don't care, you can be famous, not famous. It doesn't matter to me, because we are all messengers of kindness. We are all kindness ambassadors, and it's up to us to give hope to others to want to live, and not just want to live, but live with purpose. All right, my friends, take care.